Hello, today's topic is using some interesting idioms, these are sayings in English that maybe are hard to understand, but are quite fun. What? Um, well, I've called this a fine kettle of fish and other idioms from the news. Now, in the news, as I record this, the big story was what was the big story? It was Meghan and Prince, what's his name, Harry, saying that the British royal family were very nasty to Meghan and are racist. Um, I don't know if you followed that news story. For some people, that's a big, big story. And I was thinking about some expressions. The first one that can relate to this. The first one is number one. Let's see down here. Number one, a fine kettle of fish. What? This is a kettle of fish. Kettle means a kind of big, actually usually metal container. That's why we have a hot water kettle, but traditionally just a big pot that you can keep fish in, and you might cook the fish or steam them. Anyway, a fine kettle of fish actually means a big problem. So you could say, oh, the problems with the British royal family. Oh, it's a fine kettle of fish, meaning it's a big problem, a complicated problem, lots of problems. A fine kettle of fish. I'm trying to think of another example, but there's always some story. A big complicated problem. In Japan, it could be the prime minister taking money or something and say, oh, it's a fine kettle of fish. It's a big problem. Fine kettle of fish it's a big problem. Now, not to be confused with another expression which we say is, oh, a different kettle of fish. That means something that looks the same but is actually completely different. You say, oh, no, that's a different kettle of fish. So you could say, I don't know, I can't think of any examples, but different kettle of fish. The British royal family's problems and the Japanese royal family's problems. Oh, they are different kettles of fish. Britain's problem is they're very very old-fashioned. Japan's problem is there is no heir to the throne. There's no male baby to become the next emperor, right? I think. So that's a different kettle of fish. It's a different kind of problem. So a different kettle of fish means a different kind of problem. Oh, okay. Right, here's another one, another food image. A hot potato. If you talk about a hot potato with news, it means a controversial topic, a topic that people get very passionate about one side or the other. In talking about Britain, in Britain, the hot potato issue is Brexit. Should Britain have left the European Union or should they have stayed? Oh, it's a hot potato issue. People will get very angry about it, and they cannot agree on the best way forward. Hot potato issue in Japan, I'm not sure. Maybe the Senkaku Islands, that's a hot potato issue. I don't know, you tell me. Tell me what any hot potato issues in Japan. Right, number 4, moving away from food. Don't wash your dirty linen in public. Dirty linen, cloth, clothes. So don't wash your dirty clothes in public. And it means don't gossip. Don't reveal your bad secrets in public. You should talk about things, we say, behind closed doors. Close the door and you can talk about it, but don't make it public. So the Meghan and Prince Harry interview, apparently they had a 2-hour interview on TV, complaining about all the bad things that had happened to them. You could say they were washing their dirty linen in public. You probably shouldn't. It's not a good idea, most people think. Don't wash your, so you can advise, don't wash your dirty linen in public. Keep your secrets secret. Don't gossip. I guess that's the meaning. Don't gossip. Right, finally, number 5, a storm in a teacup. We're back to food again. A teacup is a little, well, you know, a teacup, little cup for tea. And if you say a storm in a teacup, it means something that everybody thinks is important is probably not so important. It's a minor problem. So if you want my opinion about the Meghan and Prince Harry revelations, I think it's a storm in a teacup. There's a lot of noise and a lot of people getting angry on TV and on Twitter and in Facebook, but actually it's kind of nothing. I don't really have a strong opinion about Meghan or Harry or the British royal family. Don't really care about the British royal family. I hate to say that as a British person, but it's all a storm in a teacup. Right, okay, now down here, you may have noticed, let me make it a bit bigger. I've got some questions. See if you can answer these, if you have understood the meaning of these idioms. Number 1, are there any hot potato topics in the news right now? That means, are there any difficult topics that people can't agree about? Number 2, most news on TV is just a storm in a teacup. I think so. Do you agree? Okay, number 3, do you have the same kinds of idioms in Japanese? Can you think of any good ones? I'm sure you do. Idioms like these: a fine kettle of fish, different kettle of fish, a hot potato, don't wash your dirty linen in public, storm in a teacup. These are all very colourful language, colourful ways of using language that has a different meaning from just, you know, the actual words. Can you think of any good examples in Japanese? I'd be interested if you could explain them to me. Okay, right, enough of this. I hope this lesson is not a hot potato for you, or a fine kettle of fish. Maybe it's just a storm in a teacup. I don't know. Anyway, good luck with this, and we'll chat another time. Okay, see you.